Hi, this is Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteningLife.com, and I'm going to welcome you to my Raise Your Love Vibes program. As I continue this video series on some of the highlights of the program, I can't talk to you about everything in the program because there are 21 lessons plus another half dozen supplementary lessons over great topics like connections, attachments, and enmeshments, and what's in your love basket, and the invitation, the RSVP. One of my favorite lessons, your love agenda, your love language, things like that. But one of the things I want to address in this video is, if you've listened to my radio show, I've said this to several callers that I've done readings for on the show, and that is law of love number one: you are the prize. So what does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean that you are super special or the queen or anything like that, although it does, you are special. But what it means is you have to see yourself as the prize, as the person that someone thinks is so wonderful and so spectacular that they can't wait to have a relationship with you. And you also want to have a relationship with them. This isn't about creating a relationship with people who you don't want to be anywhere near. This is about making yourself the prize. So one of the things that I offer in the Raise Your Love Vibes program that nobody else does is your other list. This is the things that you bring to the relationship, because you have to see yourself as this wonderful prize. How many times have you ever gone in a relationship and realized that in order to keep the relationship going, you had to start cutting off little pieces of yourself? So you had to be less happy, less smiling, less intelligent, less motivated. And pretty soon, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. There's nothing of you left because you're really not yourself. You see yourself as the consolation prize, and you just try and keep that relationship going rather than seeing yourself as the prize. The law of love number one just simply states you are the prize, and you have to see yourself as this whole and complete person going into the relationship with all of your pieces there, and that someone is going to love all these things about you, and you're going to be able to be yourself in the relationship and get a relationship with someone that appreciates those things about you. So let's take this on a less personal, less romantic level. Say you go and you get a job, and you interview for a job, and they tell you what the job is, and when you get the job, you realize that the job that you have is completely different than what they stated in the interview. They want you to do twice as much work, or travel all the time when they told you there was no travel, or you have to show up at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you have to work 12 hours a day, or you think you're working in an office close to home and they make you work in the office clear across town. Well, you would feel very taken advantage of, and you would feel very that they had misrepresented themselves. On the flip side, when you are, so let's look at this from the other person's side, because I always like to look at both sides. So when you represent yourself as one thing as you go into the relationship, and then you realize that in order to get the relationship, you had to misrepresent yourself. So you had to let that person think that you weren't smart, you weren't motivated, you weren't really creative, you weren't a morning person, or you weren't a night person, and you slowly start to reveal these parts of yourself, and the relationship falls apart. Why is that? Because you didn't show yourself from the beginning as the prize. Here I am, this is me, and in the Raise Your Love Vibes program, you have to identify some of your prize-worthy aspects so that you always know what they are and you keep them out in front. Because let me tell you a little secret. Somebody will love you for those things, because they are looking for that particular person, the person that you are. But if you hide those things in yourself, then not only are they not going to see them, but you're going to end up showing them one sooner or later, and then someone's going to feel like you really misrepresented yourself. So one of my favorite lessons, again, in the Raise Your Love Vibes program, is law of love number one: you are the prize. And I want you to start thinking of yourself as this amazing prize, this wonderful thing that somebody looks at you and says, you're absolutely perfect. You are the best person. I really want to be in a relationship with you, and I hope you consider me. How would you feel about that? So we got lots of things to talk about in Raise Your Love Vibes program. 21 days to amazing, fulfilling, soulful love. And I look forward to seeing you in the program. It's a wonderful program, great testimonials, and it will change not only the way you look at love. Remember from the earlier video, love as the energy versus love as the emotion. It'll completely change the way you look at love. Remember from the earlier video, love as the energy and love as the emotion, but it's also going to change how you see yourself relative to the love you want in your life and how you're worthy and deserving of it, and then what you can do to create that. So thank you for watching. This is Jennifer Hoffman of EnlighteninGlife.com. Raise Your Love Vibes. Available soon. See you then.